Alright, what is up guys, NA4 here and welcome back to yet another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about Jurassic World Dominion, a word that a lot of people are having a difficult time pronouncing. Why? I don't know. It's not that big of a word, but everyone's different, okay? Who am I to judge, you know? But yeah, we're going to be talking about this one today, and I don't know. I don't know. But thank you guys. Before we start this one off, I do want to shout out everyone who watched the Top Gun Maverick movie review. It's now my most popular movie review, most viewed, just surpassing Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So thank you guys for that one. Shout out to Tom Cruise and the sunglasses. Good time. I appreciate it. And yeah, let's hop straight into this one. We have some things to discuss. Good and bad. Good and bad. So let's hop straight into it. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like I look weird. Maybe it's because the color I'm wearing with like the black background, or maybe it's just my eyes. I don't know. But you know, it's fine. I'm tired. It's late. I have to continue working on other things. I'm foreshadowing. Be on the lookout for those. But yeah, movie review. This movie, for me personally, felt kind of underwhelming, to say the least. I didn't really go into this movie with high hopes because I'm not like a huge Jurassic Park, Jurassic World fan. Like, even as a kid, I wasn't like a big dinosaur kind of kid. You know, I was more into like Legos and ninjas and superheroes and wrestlers and stuff like that. Dinosaurs just weren't really my thing personally. Not that I was like afraid of them or anything. It's just like it just wasn't really my thing per se. So maybe that's why I don't really care for the Jurassic franchise all that much. I don't hate the movies by any means, but they're just like not anything I just rush into. Not anything I'm just gonna lose my mind over. But that's just my personal opinion. Sorry. But this movie, like I said, I just wasn't really that excited for it. I kind of was just like, it's there. I'll watch it since it's here in theaters. Why not? So that was pretty much my mindset. I went into it just going into it kind of optimistic, like, all right, let's just see. It might be a pleasant surprise. Let's just check it out. But I didn't watch it standard. I watched it in 3D, which I will say I think that helped the experience quite a bit. So I'm glad I made that choice to watch it in 3D. I think that helped the movie. I think that made me like it a bit more than I did. Because for the most part, like I said, this movie, it felt kind of underwhelming to me personally. I just was kind of like forcing myself through it because it's a long movie. It's a lengthy boy, alright? So this movie is like over 2 hours, which I'm not going to fault it for that because most movies are long nowadays. But yeah, this movie is long. But this movie does have some good things about it. I will give it that. It is a very good looking movie, very visually pleasing, from like all the camera and the cinematography. The dinosaur, like the CGI for them looked really, really good. What else? This movie has a good, like, it has like that big feel to it. Like, it feels very cinematic. It feels like big budget, blockbuster kind of movie, and I really like that. And this movie has a really good feeling of building the tension. So like when one of the like main protagonists, they're in danger or something, you want them to survive. You want them to escape, you know? So like if it's a scene where they're like hiding or something, you kind of like make your body tense, you kind of like hold your breath, and you're kind of like being like, because like you don't want to make any like noises, you don't want to make any sudden movements. Or maybe that's just me, maybe I was just, you know, too into the movie at times, I don't know. But it does a good job of building that tension, which I really did enjoy. But like I said, for the most part, this movie, it just, I don't know, it didn't quite hit the mark for me personally. It just, okay, here's the thing, okay, it's not a bad movie, okay, and I think just the runtime for it is just very kind of exhausting at times with all the dialogue, to the point where it's just like, dude, like, I'm just kind of forcing myself to make it through the rest of this movie, and I'll be honest, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And apparently I'm not the only one that really feels this way. Apparently there's a lot of people, at least from like the people I've talked to, some of the reviews I've seen on social media, there's a lot of people who kind of feel the same way I do. Like they just left the theater kind of just like, it's okay. Not something I'd want to watch again anytime soon, but it's fine. um, but like I said, I went into this one, I didn't really care for the movie to begin with. So that's probably why I just left like a little sour like taste in my mouth. It just wasn't really my thing. And it is cool to see like the older characters return to the franchise. That's really cool. Like I said, the fan service is there. So that was one of the redeeming qualities for this movie. I think this one really needed it. But this review is coming from someone who's like not a huge fan of the Jurassic Park movies or anything like that. So if you do really enjoy the Jurassic World franchise and stuff like that, maybe you'll love it, okay? But in the eyes of someone who's not like a diehard fan or anything like that, someone who's seen these movies maybe like once, maybe twice a piece or so, like, it didn't do much for me personally. And here's the thing, okay? Because a lot of people complain about like Fast 9, saying like, oh, like, it's a big budget movie, it's just dumb entertainment, And that's kind of what this movie is to a sense, but the thing I'll give Fast 9 over this one is, a lot of people criticize that one saying, oh, it's too over the top, it's too stupid, it's too much now, okay? They went from street racing to this. But the thing is, it's still fun. It may be stupid, it may be unrealistic, but you cannot tell me that you watch those movies and you're not having a good time, alright? Like, if you put on Adam Sandler movie or an Austin Powers movie, you're gonna have a good time with it. You're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be laughing. And that's what, like, the Fast and Furious movies do. And I didn't quite get that with this movie, Jurassic World Dominion. It's dumb fun, but it lacks the fun for the most part. A lot of the jokes didn't really hit for me that much. It just felt like it was just, like, exhausting for the most part. There's a lot of dialogue in this movie to the point where you're just like, dude, I need another chase scene, I need another, high tensions action sequence or something, because there's a lot of talking in this movie, honestly. And I don't know, maybe it's because I said, like, I'm not like a huge fan, maybe I didn't understand all like the references and stuff like that. Maybe that's why the dialogue just kind of turned off for me personally, but it's fine. Honestly, this movie, it's not anything I'd say I loved. I probably wouldn't even say this is like a top 10 2022 movie, but it's not a bad movie. I know it sounds like I'm giving this movie a really, really hard time, but it's not bad. It's just kind of eh. I do think like all the cast for this one, they're giving it their all. They're all putting in a lot of work and effort. Even Chris Pratt, okay? Throughout like 50% of this movie, he just does this thing where he just holds out his hand and tries to like tame I almost called them elephants. Dinosaurs. He does that throughout like half of the movie, and it's like, dude, I don't know if you guys think this looks cool or something, but it's overstaying its welcome, okay? Similar to like the Justice League Snyder Cut, how like every time Wonder Woman does something, it hits her score, like every time she does the slightest thing. That's how it is in this movie with Chris Pratt just holding out his hand trying to tame these dinosaurs every single scene that he's in, and it's like, okay, I get it, okay? It's fine, just stop, alright? But like I said, this movie, if you like dinosaurs, if you like Jurassic World and stuff like that, I think you'll have fun with it, possibly. I feel like it's very similar to the Star Wars franchise, the most recent one. First one was good, second one, and the third one was serviceable. And I'm talking about like the newest, the latest one with like Daisy Ridley and stuff. That's exactly what it feels like. But this movie, for me personally, just kind of felt like it was dragged on. Lacked that fun factor that I like, but it's a good, experience for, I guess, if you like Jurassic World. But it's like a 7 out of 10. But yeah, I'm in it for it. I am out. Peace.